India. Okay, so it's a slang that refers to the substantial immigration of an individual out of the country. And as you know, that India is the topmost country when it comes to talk about the migration of the skilled and educated people. India is the exporter of the skilled and educated people. But it's a reason it may be sometimes considered as the India is not developed country by other countries. But who will tell them that India is one of the extract out from the winds of fire? Who will tell them this? There are many people, there are many brains in India who are serving for the other nations instead of their own. They are serving for those people, they are serving for those nations who robbed us, who thrashed our people, who killed our people. They are serving for them. Here, but I want to tell you that even after the brain being drained, India doesn't lack the talent. India doesn't lack the talent because the population is 14 billion and few thousands are going abroad. It doesn't affect too much. But those brains which are serving for the other nations, they should serve for their own nation. Like, I want to tell that what we study right now, we study that the electricity was discovered by a foreigner. But actually he was an Indian to discover the electricity for first time. He was an Indian to discover the electricity for first time. And if we talk about the atom, as we know, as we studied in the 9th class, the third or fourth chapter we might have studied, that Dalton discovered the atom. No, actually, he was also an Indian to discover the atom first time. And the atom by Dalton was discovered 3 to 4 centuries ago, but it was very earlier discovered by one of the Indian Maharishi Kanak. He discovered the atom and gave the term Anu for it. He had discovered already, but who got the credit? Of course, the foreigners. That's the problem. India doesn't lack the talent, but the problem is that India doesn't get the credit. Similarly, as the electricity discovered by Indian, but who got the credit? Foreigners. The atom was discovered by the Indian, who got the credit? Foreigners. And those people who think that they can earn more money by living abroad, or they can acquire more knowledge by living abroad, for their kind information, I want to tell that the person who discovered the atom bomb, he was a foreigner. He was a foreigner who discovered the atom bomb. But first he learned Sanskrit to read Gita, and therefore then he got the idea to discover the atom bomb. Who got the credit? Again the foreigners. Where we are lacking? We are not lacking anywhere, but the credit is out of our hands. Like, if we talk about those people who are serving for the other nations, I want to tell them that they are serving for another nation and they consider themselves to be the great. That we are great, we are living abroad. But what about that Indian soldier who stands in the temperature minus 54 degrees Celsius and serves for the nation? The person living abroad gets a lot of money and they consider themselves as a great. That we are great living abroad. But that soldier works only in that rupees 30 to 40,000. The salary of an Indian soldier is 30 to 40,000 out. That's the salary. But that Indian soldier knows you don't have to be great to do something great, but something done by you is to be great. This thing, Indian soldier knows this. That's why he's serving for the nation. He still stands there in the temperature minus 54, even it reaches to 55. He still stands there and serves the nation. But he doesn't say that I am a great. Moreover, I want to say that the educated mind leave the empty future remain. I don't know, I can't think that the limit of their brains drain, that they are serving for the nations out of the instead of their own. Like, if we talk about that person who is living abroad and the soldier of India, he is considering himself as a great, but the soldier doesn't say that I'm a great and I need to be, get more money. He doesn't say anything right now. So my point of view is for those people who are working abroad, who are living in abroad, instead of doing that, they should work for their own nation. They are living the country where Lord Ram born, where Lord Krishna born, living their country. They are living that country where Lord Hanuman born, numerous incarnations of God. Numerous incarnations of God, and Lord Brahma himself considered the India to be the better place for all the spiritual activities and the better place for the saints and incarnations of God. They are living that nation. India, as I told earlier, that it's an expert of and knowledge and educated and skilled people. And because of India, numerous nations are flourished. There are numerous nations which are flourished because of India, because the population of Switzerland is equal to the doctors exported by India every year. The population of Switzerland is equal to the doctors exported by the India every year. That's the ratio. And we think, like, if we will go abroad, we will get this. In the morning also we pray that Vatan ke vaste marna, Vatan ke vaste jina. Then why we need to work abroad? We should be in our country, we should serve for our nation. We are the citizens of India, the great nation in the world, considered by Lord Brahma himself, as we know him, the creator of the world. He himself considered that India is the better place for all the spiritual activities, as I told you earlier. So that's my point of view, that we now need to be work abroad. Means the India's brain should not be drained. India's brain should work for India only. That was my point.